So tomorrow my daughter officially turns 1 year old, which by extension makes me a dad for 1 year now. So I've learned a lot through the experience, and I want to share what I've learned. I've narrowed it down to 5 key points that I really want to discuss and share my knowledge and experience and what I've learned, the mistakes I've made, and hopefully to any fathers out there, or it can also help someone that might want kids down the road. So I think this video will help all men across the board. So the first one I want to talk about is patience is key. So this starts even before the baby comes, with whether you're married with the woman that's having your baby, or you're just dating, maybe you're living with her, maybe you guys aren't even together. That's fine. Regardless, no matter what your situation is with the mother of your child, you're still going to have some type of relationship with her for at least the first 18 years of your child's life. So she's going to be involved in your life some way or another. Man, that's a good start to being patient with her. It's a huge change for the woman, of course, with getting pregnant, the mood swings, all the changes to her body. It's a lot. Of course, it's a lot for us too. But the woman definitely takes the brunt of the changes in terms of the baby's growing inside of her. So you have to be patient with her through the whole process. Be as supportive as you can. Sometimes it doesn't matter how supportive you are. You can only do so much. You just kind of have to try and keep it all together, and just keep your cool. Be patient. And it's good practice though for when the baby actually comes, because especially when the baby first is arrived and you bring her home, or he, whatever the baby's gender is, you bring them home. At first, it's quite difficult. I actually like this phase a lot more than the newborn infant phase. They're a little more independent. When you first bring them home, they're up every 3 hours throughout the night, 3 to 4 hours, crying for food. It's hard to get sleep, which also too, it can makes both you and the mom cranky. Of course, you're not getting rest, sleep. It's a lot. You're learning pretty much everything on the fly. So it's so important to be patient with everything, because there's really no guide of being a parent. You learn a lot of the stuff on the fly, and for you to be able to adapt to all the changes that happens, you have to be patient with not only the baby, but with yourself, and of course, the mother of your child. But more importantly, I would say be patient with yourself. Don't put so much pressure and guilt or anything on yourself. Don't put too much pressure on your shoulders. So patience is huge. That's the first big tip I want to give you guys. The second one is expect the unexpected. Again, I'll go back to before the baby is even born. A lot of you might think in your head, especially guys that haven't have a kid yet, and they think about how it's going to go. It's not going to go any way you picture it, from just the whole situation with your relationship with the mother of the child, financially, just situations and things that happen. Like, for example, we wanted to do a gender reveal, and we told the doctor specifically for that, and when they sent over the paper, I forget what type of paper it was for. It was something, but it wasn't supposed to have the gender on it, and it did. So it was an email, and my fiance opened it up, and it said it was a girl. So you can imagine she was upset. It was quite, it was shocking. I mean, listen, of course we're happy about it, sure. I didn't really care. Neither one of us cared about the gender, but especially my fiance, she wanted to have a gender reveal. Obviously, you can't have a gender reveal if we already know what the baby's gender is. So that's one small thing, and that just pretty much starts everywhere to continue. If you think you have enough money saved up, or you have a set number in your head that you think you need, you pretty much have to double, triple that, whatever you got to do, because I'm telling you, the expenses just build up. Luckily with my fiance's pregnancy, it was a pretty normal one. There was no real health scares, but that happens. It's not super common, but it can happen with either the baby or the mom. There was actually one little thing where it was a few days actually before she was born. My fiance started to not feel the baby move as much inside of her, so we got a little worried. She went to the doctor, make sure she was okay, and everything was fine. And it turned out a few days later, of course, because my daughter had come like a week early or so, like 8-9 days early, something like that, or maybe it was just a week exactly. But she was just getting ready. She was getting into her position to come out, because some babies do that when they're right before they're ready to, before the mom is ready to give birth, the baby goes into their birth position. So that's all that happened. But yeah, those things are little, but listen, they could be major things. And throughout the past year, things just come up. Expenses come up. Things with the baby. I mean, me and my fiance had to take our daughter to the doctor a few weeks ago because she was in her playpen. She fell. She hit her mouth. She was bleeding from her mouth. Luckily, it was fine. She just hit her mouth on one of her toys. Just all types of things. And then, of course, you also deal with your, like I said, whether you're with your wife or the mother of your child. I'm just going to refer to her as that. Everyone's situation is different. She deals with a ton of mood swings, not only while she's pregnant, but afterwards because of the whole postpartum depression. My fiance wasn't too bad, just a little bit in the beginning, but some women I hear, they deal with it for like a while, like months, even like a year after. They're still dealing with that. I have no idea what that's like, but yeah, I mean, from what my fiance has told me, it's not fun, and luckily it wasn't dealt with. It wasn't lasting too long, but just telling you guys that all that's normal. So when you're facing those things, don't get all angry with yourself and try to remain cool with your partner or, the mother of your child. But yeah, it's just expect the unexpected. That's number 2. Number 3 is be smart with your time. Now, everyone should be smart with their time, but it's a whole different ballgame when you become a parent, especially a father, when, you got to understand, you have to balance your work life with, your finances, making money, with balancing that with the relationship of the mother of your child, and also spending time with your child. Because it's tough. Those are like the 3 main specters of it. I mean, of course, you also have your own family and friends that you want to make time for, and also, I mean, time for yourself as well. So you can do things that you enjoy. But it's a whole time shift, and it's completely different because, like I said, you have other people you're taking care of. Whether it's just financially or just obviously everything just in life. You're responsible for that baby, and if you're with the mother of your child, you're responsible for taking care of her too. So it's a lot, but you don't want any of your main things in life to suffer. You want to, like I said, be smart with your time, be smart about it. Make sure you're giving your mother of your child your good attention, making sure, if you guys are together, giving that effort to make the relationship grow and progress, making sure you give your child time and effort, and making sure you're focusing on your finances and growing in your career or field, whatever you might be doing. And like I said, try to have that extra time as well. Find some time to spend some time with family and friends, and have some time for yourself. We all need a little, no matter where we are in life, we all need a little bit of time for ourselves, at least. So that's number 3. Number 4 is just enjoy all the small moments. I still feels like it was yesterday when we went to the hospital for my fiance to give birth, and it's like it was snowing, and and I remember it like it was yesterday. And I don't think I even had a snow brush off my car, so I had to use I had an extra hoodie. I just used it because I had to drive back to grab stuff from the house or our apartment. But yeah, it's really just enjoying the small moments, just not taking time for granted, especially when your child gets bigger and they start doing milestones such as crawling, sitting up, rolling over, talking, walking, eating their first real food, just all that stuff, birthdays, everything, all those types of things. You want to enjoy the small moments, and anytime they learn something new, really enjoy it. And still wrapping around with you're the mother of your child, make sure to have some great fun and good times with your mother of your child too. Even if it's little small things, just try to make that effort to make everything work, and find happiness, find joy, because there are of course plenty of stressful times when you first become a parent. And listen, life is stressful in general, but of course when you're met with a new task in life, and being a parent is a huge one, it's a lot of stress, a lot of frustration, a lot of anxiety and worry, but it also is important to have laughter and fun and happiness and joy and excitement during those times. And even if they're just small moments, enjoy them and cherish them. That's the fourth one. And my last tip really is the importance of self-care. I spoke about it briefly with the, making time for yourself. But yeah, it's so important. Like I mentioned before, that you are responsible for not only the child, but the mother of your child. And for you to be able to take care of them to the best of your ability, you have to be making sure you're taking care of yourself to the best of your ability. From finances, from your diet, from exercising, from your mental health perspective, you need to make sure you're right in all aspects of your life. Listen, I'm not saying you have to be perfect, right? I'm not perfect. No one is truly perfect. But you want to, don't forget about you. Don't forget about yourself, about your self-care and taking care of you. It's very easy to get caught up in all the chaos and the constant motion of life and things constantly changing and you adapting to everything new, that sometimes you might neglect your own self, your own self-care and your self-worth. And I'm reminding you to don't ever forget that. Make sure you, again, make time for yourself to enjoy time, but also, like I said, take care of yourself, exercise, eat right. Make sure you're not slacking off in your finance department, whether that's budgeting, saving, in growing in your career, of your field, your industry. Don't give up. If you have dreams, continue to still follow them. Follow your passions. Don't give up on your dreams either just because you became a parent and you think, oh, my life is, you can't do that. No. You have to continue to keep working on what you want to do in life. Don't let anything stop that, especially becoming a dad. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please share your thoughts. And if you have any other tips, any fathers out there, if you have any tips I missed, please drop them down in the comments down below. And I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.